What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. It's not a beer review today, guys. Kind of want to talk about Michigan and their first quarter analysis. Now, as everyone's aware, if you guys watched college football at all or any length, it was a primetime game for Michigan on, goodness, it would have been about 3 weeks ago now, 3 or 4 weeks ago, when they went ahead and they played Florida. They looked great. I thought they kind of started a little bit slow, but they kind of got into the rhythm. I had a couple of offensive miscues, but the defense looked really, really good. I was actually really impressed with the defense in Dallas against Florida. Even though they had 10 players out, and for me that's not really a big deal because the only 2 players were starters and kind of the rest of them were in and out kind of players, or kind of rotational style players. So I think the impact was very little there. And just my own personal opinion, but the thing is, we looked really good. We looked good against Florida, and then coming into the next 2 games, which was Cincinnati and against Air Force, I kind of thought we looked kind of sluggish a little bit, and maybe not worthy of our 7th, or now I believe it's 8th AP ranking. I don't think the offense is kind of running on all cylinders just yet. I'm going to use that term, running on all cylinders. I think Spite is still kind of overthrowing receivers. I think it's more or less he kind of gets excited and throws the ball and just kind of sails it over, because I see a lot of the receivers having to jump to get the ball, even though I think the defense is still good. Defense is somewhat kind of suspect, I think, to the point of if the opposing offense gets into a rhythm, I don't think they can kind of shut them down like they did against Florida in week 1. Special teams, to me, has played well, and at least in my personal opinion, they played well enough to me. It's just really the offense is kind of sluggish at times, and Spite kind of and it's more or less Spite more than anybody else. He kind of overthrows the ball, kind of gets excited. I think the running game actually does pretty well. I think there's some offensive line issues, but that offensive line is young. I think they're going to develop as the year goes on, and if Harbaugh doesn't have any transfers out, I think the offensive line is going to be really good, and hopefully the defense continues their dominance as they go along. It's just kind of, I kind of told one of my coworkers today, or a couple of days ago at work, I said, man, we looked really good against Florida, and then the next 2 games against Cincinnati and Air Force, we kind of looked a little suspect is kind of what I told them. Suspect or not looking that well. Although everybody has trouble with that triple option offense that Air Force runs, and they played a good ball game. I'm not going to take anything away from them. And I thought we let Cincinnati just hang around. We should have just blown them out of the water in Michigan Stadium. But going to West Lafayette against Purdue for the second quarter of the season. We're just going to have to wait and see how this all plays out. If Big Ten play and Jim Harbaugh kind of opens a playbook and says, guys, let's get after it. So I think my overall thoughts of the first quarter is, the quarterback play to me is a little suspect, or it isn't kind of well-oiled. The offense as a whole isn't a well-oiled machine yet. They're not running on all cylinders. I think the defense is played well, even though at times there kind of seems to be, if the opposing offense gets rhythm, I think they're kind of hard to kind of get that stop. Although that's a young athletic defense too on the Michigan defensive side. And I think special teams has played beyond at least my expectations thus far. I mean, they played pretty good. So, guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm spot on? Do you guys think I'm being too harsh, or do you think I'm not being harsh enough? Go ahead and put it down in the comments, and also do a like, subscribe as well. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you again soon. Deuces, guys. Go Michigan.